What's up, guys, and welcome back to Technique of the Week right here on Deco Crete TV. My name's Jeff, and on today's episode we're going to show you guys how to install a custom logo graphic on top of a concrete floor coating, so stay tuned and you're going to learn all about it. And so you can see they already got this area all chipped out. There's actually one top coat on top of the chips, and now it's time to put down a graphic, and then we'll give it one final top coat after that. Now, this material that we're using today, this is not just a vinyl graphic. This is different material than we'd use if you're doing like a stencil that you're gonna use dye or microtopping for. This is one of those graphics that actually stays in, so the ink and everything gets printed right on the material, and then it gets sandwiched between the two layers of floor coating. Now, you can see that over here, if I peel this up just a little bit, you can see that this is like a mesh graphic. There's these little holes like in the material themselves, and so what that does is when you put this down, anytime you're gonna leave a graphic on the floor and coat over it, you need to use this meshy stuff, because if we were just gonna use a normal vinyl graphic, basically we're just gonna stick that to the floor. The actual top coat is never gonna actually go through it, and you're just kind of relying on the adhesive of that graphic itself, and that is not a good idea. I've seen too many of those peel up. So a couple things we're gonna need today is just a roll of normal painter's tape. We don't want anything aggressive. A little vinyl applicator squeegee is a nice thing to have, although, you know, trowels, credit cards, those things will work as well. And then, you know, some kind of a knife, you know, just a normal utility knife, just a blade works fine, or an X-Acto knife. Definitely wouldn't try to do this with a pocket knife or anything like that. It needs to be an actual razor blade. So now that we got this thing in position, and you know, this little bit of tape that you see on here right now, this was just to tack it down, just to keep it in place from us. But once you got it right the way you want it, now is when we need to go ahead and secure one side of it so we can apply the other side, and then we'll pull the tape and we'll flip the whole thing around. So all we need to do is just take our tape, and it doesn't have to be exactly in the center, but roughly in the center of this thing. We're just gonna put one piece of tape that way, and I'm gonna go ahead and just tape this entire side off. Sometimes that piece is all you need. In this case, we don't want this thing to move, so we're just gonna tape the whole side out. So this job site that we're on today is for Performance Concrete Solutions, and so this is Jeff, and he's the owner of that company. He's doing this whole project over here at the high school, as well as many other large-scale projects around the area. And so now that we have this side taped off and in place, now we can go ahead and we can pull the tape off of that side. We can bring this half of the stencil up. We're gonna just cut the back of it off so we can lay it down. And so again, he's gonna start working it in. It's always good to start in the center. And he's just gonna work it my direction, and I'm just gonna kind of let this down as he smooths that out. And again, this is exactly the same as if we were doing a normal vinyl decal. The only difference is the material we're putting down has these holes in it. So now that we got that all stuck down, everything's in place, all we gotta do now is just pull off our transfer paper, which is just like pulling off a big sticker. So there we go, the logo is down. Just give it a final check just to make sure there's no bubbles or anything, and it all looks good to me. At this point, now we got 3 more of these to do here, but now that we're right here, it's okay to go ahead and start top coating. We're gonna be using our Poly Armor 85 Sloke here, and that's just gonna be something that's a nice thick polyaspartic. It'll really encapsulate this thing well. And the beauty is that now that we're at this point, we're just gonna top coat like normal. There is nothing else to it. Well, guys, that's pretty much it for this week's show. They're gonna finish top coating this, and these logos are gonna be good to go, and these locker rooms are gonna last for a long time. Thank you guys for tuning in, and from everybody here at Deco Crete TV, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.